Hello YouTube, welcome back to the RCR YouTube channel. Today we have my daily car. Here's the key for it right there. Yeah, this is my daily car. I'm gonna review it and tell you basically how it has been living with it for the past 5 years. To start off this, I will actually take you through the design of it and walk you through the do's of what you need to do with this car. Well, basically for you to keep it in good tip-top condition. And I'm going to tell you basically the likes and not so much of likes that I have. But let me start this one off. So I really love the side of this car, really, honestly. This car actually has a bit of, you know, this design there that has the lines, and then the wheels arches. This is actually traditional BMW. The wheel arches are actually quite big. So tires of this one in front here is actually, I know this from a record, it's actually 225 19s. So the tire size is 225 40 19s, and then the back is 255 35 19. And I've actually told you guys that from a long road trip, I actually got 6.3 to 6.4 liters per 100 kilometers. That was because of those new tires there. Very good. Look at the front design. This was actually taken from the F30, and the concept of BMW, they mentioned that they wanted to create a coupe, more aggressive version of it. Look at that face. Look at that face. Yes, that face commands power. Really love the traditional, you know, kidney grills. And this right here, yeah, this is gonna be falling into the do's of the car that I will take you now. This is the last generation that actually had fog lights and daytime running lights there. Really slick, very slick. Yeah. I'll come around at the back. Just look at that. Look at that. The rear of this car commands power. Those tail lights actually tailpipes actually have a nice fruity sound to it. So these are not standard with the car. So that right there, I actually bought it at BMW. This is the M Performance kit. It's actually a diffuser, and then the spoiler here, if you look at it very closely, it has that semi-M look for it. Yes, a lot of people will actually say that you need to put an M there because you've got M Performance certified parts, but then no, this is not an M car. This is a 420i. Yes sir. Now going inside, there's something actually I want to tell you. If you double click that and then you sort of open the car, it has that window sort of like dims it down, so it makes it easier for you when you want to come in to actually come in and have a seat here, because this is actually now actually brought a little bit down. That's actually a very nice feature of it. Just to double tap on the unlock, and it actually has that. So let's close the door. Let's walk you to the inside of this car. All right, this car actually has a semi-digital display. If you can actually see there, the car is actually off at the quiet moment. I bought this car as a demo, so there's a couple of options that were actually opted with this car. Well, as per standard, of course, but this is just basically how the car is technically now. So yeah, this is how it is, even down here. That's the M wheel. There's a couple of M goodies that are actually here as well. Open the door, I'll show you now. If I open the door, the driver's seat and the passenger, and this is basically what you see. Well, the inside is actually very great. These are soft touch materials, leather of course, and that's another soft touch material. This is high quality, has aluminum feel and touch on it, and this is it's actually good quality as well. I'll close the door here. That's good quality as well. So yeah, the auto bright on and off, sorry. Yeah, and let me just turn this car on. So the automatic climate control, this is the one. Apple CarPlay, wireless Apple CarPlay. Let's do that. And yeah, this is iDrive 6, and yeah, soft touch materials there as well. A little bit of soft touch material there as well. It's all good. It has lasted me very well. I do park this car in the sun, but it's mostly parked in the garage, so the leather, it's still intact, nothing has came off. The seats, these seats are called the Oyster Dakota leather, which has the side bolsters here for your driving enthusiasm. So the iDrive 6, for what you're going to get for this car as a pre-owned car, is actually great because it has an onboard map trip computer, which is touch as well. You can zoom in, zoom out. It's actually very great when it comes to navigation, but they're not as fantastic as your Waze or your Apple Maps. But then for you, it actually does have voice assistance from there. So for you to say, well, this one doesn't have "Hey BMW," it just has this function. So when you click on it, take me to the mall.
Could you try again, please?
Can I go to a shopping center, please?
Vincent was selected. Please say the street or say start route guidance.
Start route guidance.
Route guidance has been started.
Okay. So as you drive along, it will actually have sort of like a map that actually has that. And you'll notice here as well, so the navigation will actually
Please
come
turn left in 100 meters.
As you can see. So it will have that as a driving assistance sort of thing, which actually comes in quite handy. But as I mentioned, it's not as good as Waze and so forth. But besides that, iDrive 6, yeah, it had a whole lot of things like I showed you guys. Point of improvement. Let me try and cancel that. Guidance, stop route guidance. So yeah, it has actually that. This one only has Apple CarPlay. This is the time when BMW never had a license with your Android. So if you've got Apple, it only has that. Okay. It has a CD, still a CD player, and there's something that's actually very, very nice. Right here, this car still has a hard drive, which is actually a 20 gigs hard drive. So it's going to be shown like that. You can still put your CDs as you can see right there. And yeah, let me carry on. Glove box, it's got very nice suede material. So it got two cup holders there. You'll see I always put my keys in there because I'll show you why. Because of this center console does not have much storage space. Let me take that off. It only has a charging pad, which was an extra option, and a USB-A port. I put this in here because it gets cluttered, and that's it. Yeah, I'll show you guys at the back. So at the back, you can actually sit comfortably. But then, as you can see, if I bring this back here, the knee room is a little bit tight. Can you sit here for lengthy amount of time? Maybe 2 hours, yes. But for more than that, it's not gonna be good. As you can see here, the headroom is just enough, and I'm 5.6 feet tall. So that will work out. Someone taller than that's not going to be quite favorable. But yeah, here at the back, everything is good. You got your armrest, cup holders, nice leather. Everything is solid. Take you to the boot. All right. So in the boot, we have 430 liters of boot capacity space. Yeah, I've got just that for the stand, and there's no spare wheel, as you guys can see. Can hold it there. Bit of shopping carts, bags there, and manual. First aid kit. I've never used it before, and yeah, because this car does not have spare wheel, please make sure that your run flat tires are actually set. Now it comes back to the do's and don'ts to this car. All right, so the do's: always use premium fuel for this car. Always, always, always. Okay. Another thing: always use your run flat tires, as I mentioned. So yes, as I mentioned, this is 255 35 19. And that is 225 40 19. Yes, you cannot rotate these wheels. They come standard like this. You need to buy them as they are currently. Another thing, and this is just part of ownership. After a long hard drive, right, like a couple of hours, always idle the car for the turbo to cool down, right? Give it maybe 3 minutes, and then let the turbo cool down, and this will actually give it some longevity for the car. And one more thing, always keep these vents clear of debris. This is where your coolant system and your radiator would be. This is a 2-liter engine right here. In South Africa, you actually get the 420 and the 440. So yes, this is it. If you guys like this content, please share. Please subscribe. It will help us grow the channel. All right. Thank you very much. Cheers.